A little book like this to read alongside my Bible would have helped me enormously as I struggled as a new believer. Hello, I'm Swain, author of Countercultural Living, what Jesus has to say about life, marriage, race, gender, and the material world. Our world is following a different course. Sometimes it seems like we're living our lives in modern-day Babylon. If we are followers of Christ, we live our lives outside the dominant culture. In every area of life, the Bible offers timeless wisdom about how we can thrive as followers of Christ. My book, Countercultural Living, was written to help Christians like you know the Word of God in each of the 5 areas covered. We can thrive as Christians in whatever nation God has placed us in as outsiders and foreigners in a world that rejects Christ and those who carry His fragrance. No matter where we live in the world, our faith is going to be tested and tried. This book and the others in the Renew.org series were written to help and disciple believers to stand strong as distinct lights in a dark and dying world. I came to Christ late in life. A little book like this to read alongside my Bible would have helped me enormously as I struggled as a new believer. This book covers 5 big questions and the issues we grapple with in modern societies. How should we view human life? Is abortion, euthanasia, or physician-assisted suicide ever acceptable for Christians? How should we view marriage? What makes for longevity in marriage? And when is divorce allowable? And how should Christians view changing norms about sexuality and the legalization of same-sex marriage? How should we view races and ethnicities? Did God create differences among groups that justify supremacy thinking and practices? Is racial reconciliation possible? And what is critical race theory? And how does it impact conversations about race? How should we view gender? Where did the concept of gender originate, and what does God have to say about male and female roles? And what is the biblical stance on leadership in the church? Can and should women serve as pastors, elders, and deaconesses? How should we view materialism? How should Christians view the pursuit of wealth, fame, and fortune? What are the pitfalls of greed and the love of money? Lastly, how can we be good stewards of wealth and do our part to support the kingdom and the poor that God places in our paths? These are some of the big questions addressed in this book. Thank you for joining us. Understanding these topics will help you and your family grow spiritually as you become salt and light to the world.